Hey there, welcome to this guided coding session. Today, we're going to build a small project together to make sure you really, truly understand how JavaScript functions work. Forget just reading about them. We're going to define a challenge and then solve it together live. Our project is a simple welcome system for a new arcade. First, I'm going to lay out the entire challenge for you. I'll describe all the functions you need to build. Then we'll pause for a moment. And after that, I'll walk you through solving it step by step, explaining every decision along the way. Ready? Okay, here's your mission. Your task is to build the software for the arcade's welcome screen. You'll need to create three distinct functions and then use them together. First task is you need to create a function named displayWelcomeMessage. This function's job is very simple to print the exact same welcome message every time the game starts. It should take no parameters and it should show a message into the console like welcome to the grand arcade. Good luck. Something like that, okay? Next, you need a more personal greeting. Create a function named greetPlayer. This function needs to be flexible so it can greet anyone. It must accept one parameter, which we'll call player name, and use that name in its greeting message. Then you need a score calculator. Write function named calculateStartingScore. This function will take two parameters, base points and bonus points. Its job is very specific. It should not print anything. Instead, it must calculate the total and return the final score as a value. Once your three functions are built, you'll write the code to simulate a new player named Pixel Pioneer starting the game. You must call your functions in the correct order. And this is the most important part. You have to catch the score that your calculator function returns and use that captured value in a final message to the player. Alright, that's the whole challenge. Take a moment to think about it. Think about how you would approach each of those tasks. Ready to tackle it? Awesome. Let's solve this together, step by step. First up was the displayWelcomeMessage function. We write it using the function keyword. So I write function display welcome message and set of parentheses for parameters, but we don't have any parameter here. So we leave it empty. Next, inside the curly braces, I write console.log single quote welcome to the grand arcade exclamation mark and good luck semicolon. Function declaration is the classic way to declare a function. It works perfectly, but in modern JavaScript, there's another popular way to write functions, which we discussed previous lesson, called arrow functions. I'll comment out the first version and rewrite it. So I select these lines and hit Control / to comment this out. Okay, and I write const display welcome message equals to, and you don't have to write function keyword, just parentheses. So I write parentheses. Next, fat arrow. Set of curly braces. Next, console.log. And I copy that text into your okay semicolon. It looks a little different, but it does the exact same thing. It's good to get used to both styles. Now, let's test it by calling it. So I write display welcome message, the name of the function, and then set of parentheses, semicolon. And I'll run this. And in our console, we see welcome to the Grand Arcade Good luck. Perfect. Task 1 is complete using the new syntax. Okay, next, the greetPlayer function. This one needs a parameter. Let's write it in the classic way first. So I write function, next, name of the function, greetPlayer. Set of parentheses. As we know, this function needs something to work with. So we need the information outside. So I write here player name as my parameter to use it inside my function later. Next, set of curly braces, and I write console.log backticks hello, comma, $, curly braces, player name, and exclamation mark, get ready to play. Semicolon. This style works perfectly. As we know, it's called function declaration, but we can write it by arrow functions. So now let's practice the arrow function syntax again for this one. So I comment this function. Okay, I write const greetPlayer equals to set of parentheses, and I write player name. As we know, if we have one parameter, we can definitely ignore parentheses. So I can remove them, and I remove them. Yeah. Next, fat arrow. Set of curly braces, and inside it, I write console.log. So I copy that text above and paste it here. Okay. Semicolon. So let's test this function with our player Pixel Pioneer. So I call it greetPlayer single quote Pixel Pioneer semicolon. And I run this code, and the console shows, hello, Pixel Pioneer, get ready to play. Excellent, the arrow function works perfectly with parameters too. Okay, now for the most important part, the calculateStartingScore function. Before I write this function, I want to explain why some functions need return while some other functions don't, okay? Think of function as having one of two main jobs: to do something, an action, or to produce something, a value. Our first two functions were doers. Their job was to perform an action, console.log a message. Okay, they just did their task and were finished. They didn't need to provide a result back to the main program. But this function, calculateStartingScore, is a producer. Its job isn't to display the score, but to calculate and produce a final score that our program needs to use it later. When a function's job is to produce a value, it must use return to return this produced value back where it's called. Okay? And another thing, return is completely different from console.log. Console.log is for the developer. It's like shouting a value out loud for us to see, but the program can't use it. Return is for the program. It's like writing the value on a piece of paper and handing it back so it can be stored and used. So let's write this function as a classic function first. So I write function calculate starting score. This function needs two things, so we need them, and I write them as parameters: base points, comma, bonus points. And inside the function body, I write return base points plus bonus points, semicolon. You see, we need return to return the result produced. Now let's convert this to an arrow function. Arrow functions have a really cool shortcut. If the only thing the function does is return a single line of code, you don't need the curly braces. And you don't even need to write the word return. It returns it automatically. So I comment this calculate starting function and I write const calculate starting score equals to set of parentheses without function keyword and base points, comma, bonus points. Next fat arrow. Here I know that I just need one line of code, and that specific line of code returns something. So I can do it in a shorter way. How? I don't write curly braces. Okay, you can ignore them and just write base points plus bonus points, semicolon. This one-line version does the exact same thing as the multi-line version. It's just a clean, modern shortcut. Let's just stick with this one. And time to bring it all home. We'll use our new arrow functions to run the whole sequence. First, let me comment this function calls all together. Okay, we call our general welcome message. So I write display welcome message and set of parentheses, semicolon. Next, we greet our specific player. So I write greetPlayer and I want to greet Pixel Pioneer player. So I write Pixel Pioneer. Now the magic moment. We call the calculator and catch the returned value in a new variable. So I write calculate starting score with 150 as base points and bonus points, semicolon. We know this function will return something and we want to catch that returned value. So how should I catch it? Yeah, I store it into a variable. So I put a variable before it. So I write let player score equals to this function call. Okay. Finally, we use that stored value in a new message. And I write console.log backticks Pixel Pioneer colon. You are starting with $ curly braces player score points semicolon. Yeah. Okay, let's run the whole script. And I run it. Yeah, look at it. It works. Yeah. Welcome to the Grand Arcade. Good luck. And hello, Pixel Pioneer. Get ready to play. And Pixel Pioneer, you're starting with 150 points. And there you have it. A perfect execution. You've seen the difference between functions that do things and functions that produce values. And you've practiced both the classic and modern arrow function syntax. I hope this session was super helpful. If you enjoyed this and want more guided tutorials, please don't forget to subscribe. It really helps a lot. And thanks for coding with me today.